dogs are so loud today. I don't know what is it about them. Hello. I want to write down I cannot write a message on the phone. Because I did copy and I want to copy and paste the list of people that I have for today. Because I already written down on my notes on the phone, and I want to copy paste it, and I don't see the option of the message. I do have it here on the tablet, but I don't. It's not on the phone, so I will have to write it down manually. Oh my! I need to laugh. Can you hear me well, guys? Good morning. It's very early for me. You're going to see me having breakfast with you guys because I haven't had breakfast yet. So let me know if everything is okay. If you hear me okay, if there's some interruptions, let me know, please. Thank you. Um, this tablet is more confused than I am. It's so slow today. It's sleepy. It's not working. It's taking forever. And also the letters are so tiny here. I swear I feel like I'm going to lose my sight just staring at this. If I do have a typo in there, guys, I apologize, but I'm not. I don't want to press any extra key because it goes everywhere. I have a long list today, especially because I have the Possessed Love cast that they are like 8 people, so I will have to be very, very short and concise. I have some actors in here as well. I believe I cannot write anymore. What is it? Did I run out of? Did I run out of space already? I'm trying to resume some names, not to pull the groups, so I can save space. The bad thing is that I do write this down and it doesn't stay saved in the channel. So I do have to write the timestamps all over again after I finish the video. Let's see if it works. How are you guys? How are you today? Is the light okay? I see it so dark in here without the ring light. I feel like the room is very dark, but then after I watch the video, I do see that it's not that dark. It's just my perception. Especially today, since I'm wearing black and this is like a very dark green. I should have worn white, but I always wear white, so I wanted to change. I always wear white t-shirts, white blouses. Thank you. Thank you for the feedback. You, Mariuszka? I'm trying to eat faster so it does it doesn't show in the video. Sorry guys, I just woken up. I'm enjoying first because today is Sunday, so I get to sleep a bit more than the usual days. But also because the temperature has suddenly dropped, so it's not that hot anymore. We have like a pretty, I believe maybe because of yesterday's rain, the weather changed and it's not that hot anymore. It's a bit chilly outside, so it's perfect. I was able to sleep finally, to sleep very well and profound. Um, because usually with the heat, the mosquitoes, everything that we have on summer, I get annoyed, honestly. Like my feet, my hands, everything gets swollen. You know, everything hurts when there's a lot of humidity. So when there's like a bit of a breeze and the weather is a bit like chill, like chilly and windy, I can breathe. Like I feel like I feel better. So so yeah, this is why I'm having mate now as a breakfast. But remember, guys, that you guys are on the other side. That the weather that I'm leaving behind, you are about to get it. So I don't know if you are a pro pro summer, if you love summer, and of course we all love spring. But if you love hot temperatures, you know it's coming your way. It's coming your way. We are about to enter fall, so we're finally going to take a break. Um, because I don't like summer. I don't like it at all. Also, I want to take this moment to thank everyone that is like acquiring a tarot reading, a personal tarot reading with me. I'm sure it has to do with what I shared the other day with you guys about the remodelations that I do have to do with this broken window and this door. Um, Yesterday I really wanted to do a live stream, but it was all like the water was leaking, it was entering the house, you know, we had to put some like buckets, you know, and you could hear the constant drop of the water. It was like tick, tick, tick all the time. And I was like, no, I cannot do a live stream in these conditions. So this is why I cancel it. And also, like, like whatever you guys provide when it comes to readings, all of this is going to go. Of course, that everything that I have for like about tarot readings, I use it for the channel or to improve certain things, especially when it comes to technology. That things I don't know if it's just my country, maybe you guys don't have that issue, but every like appliances like electronics or even like these like accessories like technology and technological accessories like microphones like um batteries, battery chargers, like all of these are, it seems like it's made to last less than 3 months, or I don't know what is it about how they do it, but I'm experiencing this that it doesn't last that long. And I think that obviously it's made on purpose so we can keep consuming. But yeah, I'm trying, and also, I'm saving so we can get this remodelation faster, so I can move to the other side, and so I can finally close here. Um, so thank you so much to the people that um, they really resonated with my message, and I was like, okay, guys, if you want to get a personal reading with me, this would be a perfect time. It would help me out a lot, because this wasn't planned. This wasn't like this that happened with the door and the window. It wasn't in my plans. Like, it's pretty safe here. So I don't know how it happened like this. Thank God no one is hurt, but it messed up my whole my whole routine. And so I have to move. I have to get out of here and go to the other side of the house. Um, and I don't know, for me, I guess it's for the better, because it's like that side is not being used, but I do have to make some changes. Um, but in here, it's like it's no option. And also thinking that, more like the winter, fall, there is coming, the season is changing. Also, it's getting colder in here, so I have to make sure that I'm in a very, well secluded, well closed place, like I always been. But yeah, I don't know what is it. I'm always moving around. I'm sure that if you guys are subscribers of mine or you have been part of my live streams, you notice that I change locations all the time. I'm like here, then I'm upstairs, then I'm here, then next time it's going to be over there. So, but initially when I started the live streams, it was on the other side. But because there's a family that moved on the other side of the house, because it used to be empty, but they moved. So there's a lot of noise, a lot of talking. So usually I had that place for myself to be alone. But since they moved in there, I cannot, like I couldn't use it anymore. I had to change. Yeah, weather with thyroid and autoimmune make us especially miserable to another level. I prefer winter when there is snow, of course. Yes, yeah. But yeah, guys, I take you to every room of my house. I take you to it. I take you to every corner of my house. I haven't shown you the kitchen yet. But I don't know. I hope I never have. Like for me, I want privacy. Like I told you, I also work with people sessions, one-on-one sessions. So I'm always worried about the sound, like I don't know how you say it, in the isolation of the sound, because I know I have neighbors. We all have neighbors. This is not like, oh, it's a me problem. But we are very like very close to each other, and especially because there's like families are getting bigger and bigger, and they're having much more children, I guess. So it gets crowded. It gets crowded. So every time someone is shouting or they're talking to each other or they are doing whatever, it hears. You can hear it. So for me, like since I have people over, sometimes some clients, I do worry about setting a mood. I always think about what I would like for myself when I go to see a therapist or when I go to have some kind of therapy or service. And the first thing that comes into my mind is, you know, privacy. Privacy for me is the key. For me is the key. Privacy. It's not about luxuries or decorating things. I think that it's more about the atmosphere. And if we are getting interrupted because there's a lot of noise, there's people talking, you can hear them. So if you can hear them, you're like, okay, they can hear me too. So, I prefer to have, very isolated, like when you enter the room or when you are here with me, you feel like we are all alone, like it's you and I. Um, and and I had different experiences during live streams where there was loud music. Um, we had different interruptions. I hope you won't get any mold or anything anything else you can aggravate health so much. Hopefully your remodulating will be done soon. Yeah, that's true, Marushka. That's true. That's true. Now that you mention this, I'm very particular also about, humidity in the house, in the walls. We do build here everything with concrete. So, but nevertheless, there's always leaking, especially when it comes to heavy rains. It deteriorates everything. And also when I'm in a place where there's humidity, it could be cold or hot, but I also feel it in my bones. So I have to make sure that the environment is cozy enough or is warm enough. Um, yeah, yeah. Remember, guys, when there was noises upstairs because they were working upstairs, they were working on building my bedroom upstairs, and I was like, okay, guys, because we're going to move in there, like I'm going to do the live streams in there. But then, I didn't realize that also my neighbor's sons, he moved in with his own family, with his wife and a small child, and they moved to the next side to what I was building. So they were building, like I was building it and they were building it as well on the other side. So, and we moved into that place around the same time. So there was no privacy. And also I noticed that being upstairs, I can hear everything that happens around the corner. Like I can hear everything that, like, it seems like the sound it's amplified because I can hear the dogs on the other side of the street and the dogs on the other side on the back of the street. So I don't know, guys. People in therapy when they don't very well can easily get irritated by any noise. Yes, so much more sensitive. Yes, so yes, we might worry about such noise when we see our clients. Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, it's um it's no joke. Actually, like I don't know, I don't know much people that they talk about the process of starting a live stream. It's not just about being in front of the camera. I think that it's a lot of things. It's a lot of things. I don't know if it's just me, but I think that I need to have everything ready because I know that I'm going to be seated here for like almost 3 hours. Sometimes I have been doing live stream for 4 hours when I had a regular mic and this wouldn't shut down. Um, and but it's a whole preparation. I don't know if someone else does it. Um, but you get nervous because you're thinking like, okay, I have to in your mind you have to visualize it. Okay, today I'm going to do the live stream, so I have to have everything ready. And there's always, unless you have a list, maybe people that are very well organized do have a list prior to. But for me, um I usually get it right. I usually get everything right. But there's days, there's maybe during the week probably that I'm more tired, that I usually forget about something. So I hate to get up while I'm on the live stream with you guys. I hate to get up and go and grab something because I feel like it's an interruption. Um, but it's so nerve wracking to start a live stream. Is so nerve wracking. It's also making sure that that everyone, like, to put the phone to charge, to let people, like, okay, I'm on the live stream, don't disturb me, because I'm not available. And some people don't get it, they keep sending messages, um, or I don't know. um, it's a whole process. It's very, it's not that, and also, like, I think that, like, I say it from my experience, but I know that probably people that have, like, the whole equipment, that they have the whole camera setting, and they have, the whole fancy things. I only record with my phone. I'm sure those people have it, like, more complex to, put everything together. Um, but it's so, like, I get um, so irritated when I don't have everything in order. I feel like, 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 I feel like if I don't have everything or the necessary, I feel like I lost the balance. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, guys. I'm going to start because I do have a lot of people, especially with Possessed Lovecast. There's a lot of people. Eight eight contestants so far, and we also have two that haven't been shown yet, but they are going to appear. So I will pull two cards each. Of course, I'm not going to extend that much, but my purpose is to be able to do the TikTok of this, to upload it on TikTok, so maybe if fans want to see the whole reading, they can. I'm watching it. I'm watching Possessed Love. It's a Korean dating show with people that work with spirituality, such as shamans, Saju readers, astrologers, tarot readers. Um, I'm so happy that there's not much tarot readers. I think that there's one, maybe the guy that hasn't shown yet. I think I see a clip of him spreading cards, so maybe he is the tarot reader in the group. Um, but I'm glad they didn't bring more, because I have an issue. I personally have an issue with how the tarot reading is being expressed and shown on media, of Korean media. I don't know if they think that it's like it's a game, because I don't resonate with the way they read cards. I think that they don't know the meanings. Like, they probably read the keywords, but they focus so much on the images, like, but not in a place of, like, okay, I'm looking at this image and I'm inspiring. I'm trying to, definitely the scenario is it has a message, but it's very simplistic to say, like, oh, it seems like this year is going to be rough for you because you're going to be struggling, you're going to be fighting people. It's not like that. It's not that. These are not cartoons. you know um So sometimes when I see them reading certain things and they take it so literal, like as if they are reading a comic book, and I swear, it gets on my nerves. They don't know um, how to see a whole reading. They read card through card through card. They don't know how to interpret the whole spread. They just read card by card by card. And I don't know. I feel some of them got it right, but some of them are too obvious. it's very obvious that they don't know how to read tarot. They just rely on the images, and for them, it's like that. Oh, in here it looks like someone is fighting. So yeah, you're going to be fighting someone. So I'm glad that they didn't bring many like tarot readers this time. Also the way they get so emotional on the show, like I think that is so interesting because I know that relationships are complex, and of course, if you are in a dating show, is much more you get much more sensitive because you're on camera. And also, it's like a competition. You do have to win someone's attention because it's not like you're the only one. You're the main character, and you get to choose out of these four people who is the one you're going to like and who is the one that is going to stay with you. Um, but I think that there's something about them that I just don't. First, that they don't see potential couples. Like they always get fixated on the person that they like physically or the person that is more from there. Um, and 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 then they have these moments where they end up crying because they get frustrated that oh the person that I liked that I thought that was my person is not my person. So but you still have time left. You can get to know other people in there, but you just have to go and talk to them. If you don't initiate the contact, like I think that the guys and the girls also, both of them are very passive. Um, are very passive, and usually they get annoyed at the one that is like have like their options open because it's like, yeah, I want to get to know others before I choose you. Like I like you, but I also want to talk to other people, and talking to them is not a betrayal. It's like my options. Like I have to vibe with people. I have to talk to them. I have to interact with someone to know how they make me feel. Um, and they are so. Another thing that I noticed, that I don't know if it's something that is cultural because I do see it a lot in K dramas, is that they get jealous, offended, and envious. I would say it's more about envy. I think that they are very envious of each other. Uh, I think that if they were able to get rid of that feeling, they would be able to at least go home knowing that you try to get to know someone else and that you don't stay in there in the camera looking bitter because the person that you chose and didn't choose you. I don't know. I think that they are like they hold grudges against them. Like this is a game. This is a competition. Go get your person. Go get your ideal, or and also I think that one thing that we also have to go back to the theme that I'm like, besides you guessing who that person that you chosen initially when you didn't know them, did any of them get it right? Did any of them get it right? Because I want that conclusion, because we are talking about people that what they do for a living, they say, is spirituality or is fortune telling. So they do have a spirit guides with them. They do have the tools. So did you get your person at the end, or did you end up with someone else? Like it's not about the happy ending. I want to see if you got the premonition right. Mm. Yeah, they get so you know what is this is why I think that is envy, because they waste so much time looking at the other pair that they are together, and you're like, oh, that was my person. I'm going to ask them out anyways. Like it's not it's not like, okay, yeah, I get it. You want to compete for that person, even though they're showing interest for someone else. I do get it. I like it that you want to put on the fight. I love it because it's a competition. But when they have the chance to be, like to have this one-on-one conversation with someone that they feel like they're losing that person. Instead of, having a very mature and sort of you showing your best attributes to that person so that person can choose you, they act all bitter. And they start like confronting that person. Oh, because you are with that person and you left me and you changed and you care about them, but you said that you care about me. So it's like if you're so full of resentment about a stranger, someone that you just met, like you are not like I don't think that someone that comes to me with, first of all, we are nothing, we are not a couple, but you come to me with all these demands, with all these angry energy, frustrated energy towards me because I'm viewing options and I'm playing the game. Um, and you expect me to think that this attitude is cute, that you being angry at me or jealous, or you think that I would be like, oh, thank you. Thank you for being such a drama queen and crying for me. Like really, I saw you crying for me and just like being angry at me and passive aggressive and I fell in love. No, no, there's no way. Like I'm going to see that you are dramatic or that you're making me feel uncomfortable. You're making the other person feel uncomfortable also. Like I don't want to talk to you anymore. So I'm like, what is this is the thing because we are talking about a dating show and with Singles Inferno, it happened the same. With Singles Inferno, I felt like, where are your seductive? What are your charms? Besides you having the face of a dog, of a fox, of a cat, of a bear, and you being pretty and your smile looking beautiful, and like, oh, you have cute eyes, oh, you have a cute dress on, oh, you look cute, your hair is beautiful, yeah, whatever. What is? Why should I choose you? What is your appeal? What do you have to offer to me? Are you seducing me? Like what? Like why should I choose you? Like you're not selling yourself very well. You're not selling, but you're not promoting yourself very well as a potential partner if you start acting like a crazy person because we just met and I'm not paying attention to you. You're just showing that you're insecure and that's not cute. um so I don't know. I think that they should study a bit more. I hope that in the case of Possessed Love, this cast, they seem much more relaxed and fun. And they are very respectful to each other. Um, Even though I don't like when they choose a guy and a girl initially in the show and they give them like wait guys. I think that Kali is screaming, so I have to see what's going on. Oh, I want to show her to you how big she is, but it's going to break everything. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I told you. She weighs 2 kilograms. All right. She reached the 2 kilograms. Right. Wait, guys, sorry. Can you hear me? Sorry, guys. Sorry that she dropped the mic of me. Sorry. But yeah, I was telling you guys that she finally reached the 2 kilograms. She weighs 2 kilograms. She's like a panther, yes. She's like a tiny panther. A tiny panther, definitely. So different of um so different of Negrita. Negrita is much more like, of course she's older, but she always been like much more like curvilicious, like a big cat. And Kali is thinner, is slimmer. She's so slim. But she does eat a lot. It's really good. I'm excited for episode 3 because they're going to show their tools. They're going to reveal what they do, their professions. So I'm excited. Have you heard that Koreans prefer to watch this dating reality show instead of dating in real life? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I think that, I don't know. I think that it's not just Koreans. I think that we all are, because the other day I was going through my TV, and I have a section that is all for dating shows, and there's a lot of Latin American options, not just singles Inferno is in there, but there's also like some Spanish ones, and there's a lot, and I think that people talk a lot about, for example, Love is Blind. Um, there's a lot of others, and I think that maybe this is like, and and I think that this is a very interesting times that we are going through, because honestly, like, you do feel like you also should go to the dating show to meet someone, because the people that maybe you meet every day is not your type. For me, like, it has been happening for me since last year, that I was introduced to certain people, but they are not my type. They are not my type, and I'm like, okay, I will work on myself to see what is wrong. If there's a preconception of mine, if I do have a blockage. But honestly, I think that is because I don't, it's not about attraction. I think that it's not, they are not that interesting. They are not that interesting. Maybe I should date another person, another race that is not Argentinian, because I feel like, at least Argentinian men for me, I'm not like, the ones that I like usually are in relationships already. I can sort of see it because they have a maturity, but also they are not that great. They are not that great. I swear that they are not. They are not that great. So, but yeah, I will keep looking, guys. I'm not giving up. I do believe in love and relationships, and I would want to be in one, but I'm not going to settle for less. If I don't like the person, I cannot force it. But yeah, I don't know. And I do watch these shows, um, and I think that, I don't know. For me, I've always been very, when it comes to dating, I've always been very communicative, and guys, that I do like to talk a lot, but it's not about talking a lot. Usually, when I like someone, I'm actually very introverted. I become shy, or I become introverted when I'm close to the person that I like. but I do appreciate a good communication or someone that initiates a conversation with me, that shows interest, that I can talk about a lot of things with that person. Then I start showing, my point of view, and everything just happens naturally for me. Like I think that for me, the more I show myself the way I am, the luckier I am to attract someone. But I don't know what is it when I watch these dating shows, that I know that some of them are scripted. I'm sure there's some manipulation in there because the personality seems to be nowhere to be found. There are some people that don't have personalities. They don't have personalities. And about possessed love, what I was saying is that they usually focus on less. The season one, they focus on this pretty shaman, on this girl that everyone was choosing her. And I told you that at the end she wasn't going to stay with anyone, even though she chosen someone, she didn't stay with the guy. I told you, if you go back to my reading for Possessed Love season one, I did say that even a small Hannah that she left, that I believe she was the one that left the show with someone. I was like, she got the hermit, so I was like, this girl is not going to stay in a relationship. She has a lot of inner work to do. She's very she has some things to work on about herself because she cannot be in a relationship right now. And they would focus so much on her, on this pretty shaman, and in here, the astrologer girl, the one with the short hair, is my favorite. She is my favorite. But I think that also she's my favorite because she's the one that has the camera on most of the show. Like I think that in episode 2, like her date with the other guy, with the other guy that I like him so much also, that he's Oham or Oham. The day was super cute. But they put the camera so much on them, more than the others. So I'm like, why do they do that? They find the one that maybe they think that they are the most conventionally attractive, or the ones that have like something that the audience would feel more attracted to, and they show you more of them instead of the others. Okay, I'm going to start because I do have a lot of people. Let's start with the girls. Let's start with the girls. Okay, I'm going to start with the first girl that is going to be Che Yu Kyun. I'm going to pull 2 cards for her. She is a Scorpio. She is a shaman, I believe. Going to pull 2 cards for her in this show, how she's going to do. Then I'm going to pull 2 cards for the other girl that is Jura. I believe she's a Taurus, and she's a Sagittarius reader. In this show, how she's going to go. Then I'm going to pull cards for Lee Jun. She also is a shaman. She's a Taurus, I believe. And Kim Jun Jon, that she is an astrologer, and I believe she is a Scorpio as well. So yeah, let's see if they're going to find, how is their energy for them, if they are available to find love in the show or a proper connection. Let's see if they're going to be successful. So for the first girl, for Che Yu-kyun, she is the shaman. She's the one that enters when they first meet each other, they are sitting in this living room. She's the one that enters second. She's the first girl that enters, and she has a very funny smirk. I know that because she's a shaman and she's intuitive, but she has this very funny smirk very challenging. Like she takes no BS of you. So I knew she was a Scorpio right away. Um, she got the 10 of Wands and she got the Knight of Wands. I mean, I say she's a Scorpio. I don't know. She could be the Red Rabbit, but honestly, I think that the Red Rabbit, in my opinion, Red Rabbit and the Golden Dragon, they are not around yet. I don't feel like Sagittarius fire energy. One is Sagittarius and the other one is a Leo, and I don't feel the Leo energy among them. But when I see this for this girl, for Tae Kyun, um, she's tough. She's tough. I would say she has a lot of fire in herself. She's very combative. I think that probably in the show, it could be that she, at the end of the day, or maybe at the end of certain episodes, she can get a bit competitive. At the end, I don't know if she will be like, finally deciding who is her type and be like, okay, I'm going to go for that person. I'm going to give it my all. I'm going to do and say something. But initially, with the 10 of Wands, I think that this whole experience is very demanding of her energy. She feels the burden. She feels exhausted, like she feels very overwhelmed by not only by the energies of the other. I think that she there's something that is holding her back from showing herself. Um, she probably doesn't feel comfortable being with them. She has a lot of boundaries, obviously, but I don't know if it's because she has a certain like a protection, or if she has like a spirit guide, in her own practice, that I think that this character or this presence is sort of influencing her to not drop, her defenses, and it's sort of like holding her back in this experience. I don't know if this spirit is sort of telling her like, it's not worth it. I don't like anyone in here for you. It's going to be difficult for you. Just like don't open up. There's something about her holding her energy back, holding her, and she's putting a lot of herself to maybe remain mysterious. I don't know, maybe not reveal herself, not reveal her own feelings, or maybe this is the way she is in general. She's a tough cookie, I would say. She's tough to express her emotions or her vulnerability, even her own desires or her own femininity. I think that she has a lot of resistances, a lot, and really, I don't know if maybe in the show we can see a bit of her just like trying her best to be part, but she maybe the energy doesn't come out authentically. Maybe it seems like she's forcing herself to be there or to participate, but I think that it's going to be challenging. Maybe at the end with the Knight of Wands, maybe she can actually get a bit much more proactive about someone that she likes. Maybe someone could do or say something to her that she's like, okay, I decided, I made my mind, I'm going to you know be more adventurous and express myself and get out of this loop, and sort of go out and show my charms or become much more proactive and asking this person out. I can sort of see her, but it seems like a battle. And honestly, if she expresses her feelings towards someone, maybe this person is going to interpret this as, she's sort of fighting me. I don't know if she expresses love through conflict, or she says some things that, it's not that cute when you say it. She probably looks like she's fighting you instead of flirting with you. She's tough. She's tough. She's very tough. The other girl, that she's like the Sahu reader, Jura. Jura, she got the Ace of Pentacles and she got the Eight the Eight of Wands. I think that's, and it's very fitting because I believe she's a Taurus. The Sagittarius reader, she's a Taurus. And with the Ace of Pentacles, I can see the Earth in her. I can see her getting the person that she wants. Definitely. I think that she has the success from episode one. Like, when we start with the Ace of Pentacles, I think that she is very successful at this. I don't know if maybe it's that she's really good at exuding, I think that she's a very earth person. She has this element of quietness, and she's very patient. She seems very in control of herself. So it's like she attracts without doing anything. Actually, she's just being herself, and she's actually just being an ace. She's being this magnet that without her having to do much, she actually is going to get the person that she likes, or she's going to get maybe she's going to get the attention of the person that she likes. But I also don't think that her energy also feels like, oh, I'm in the mood for love, even though she could potentially be Venusian. I think that for her it's about maybe getting her premonition right, because the Ace of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands is more like I want to be right. I want to get what I said or what I saw back then. I want to get it right, and I want like a physical, like a material, um, confirmation that I got it right. And she probably does get everything right. Maybe she says something or she promotes something and she actually gets it right. Like she gets everything right. She's very skillful. This woman is very skillful. I would say and also I would say that she's in there because of work. She's in there because of career, because she wants success. She wants to promote herself. She wants to promote what she does. It's not that she's looking for love or stability in love, or she's looking to, a potential partner. I think that she's looking to promote herself or her business. And I can sort of see that she's going to get, probably she's going to get a lot of calls, or people are going to invite her to different shows to do readings for them. But yeah, she's going to be very successful. For the other girl, for the other Taurus, I believe she's a Taurus, for Lee Jun, that she's a shaman. I believe that she's the one that she's interested in Gangwon, that the other shaman guy, that he's the white monkey, that he's the Cancer guy. She seems very fixated on him already. She seems very like, you are my person. Yeah, she has the Four of Swords and the Two of Swords. So we know for experience that maybe the more you show interest, or that you show directly, like, okay, I'm choosing you, sometimes that doesn't end very well. With the Four of Swords and the Two of Swords, I mean, I think that she's so confused. She's so confused. She's so also disconnected. I don't know why, because I see her on the show and she seems to have a lot of personality. Like, definitely she seems to be very funny. Like, she laughs a lot. She interacts a lot with others. She looks at people in the eyes. She smiles. She's so funny. But with these cards in here, the Four of Swords and the Two of Swords, why do I feel like her energy is going to drop? It's going to get very low in the show. It's going to get very low. She's going to get very much in her mind, in her own thoughts, and she's also going to be very confused, not knowing what to do. Um, I don't see her advancing in the show. I don't see her advancing. I think that also the Four of Swords in this case gives me inflexibility. The Four of Swords is giving me flexibility in her mind. Like, she probably is like fixated on something, and she is like resting on this on this idea of hers. I don't see action. I think that for her it's all about like, no, I expressed what I wanted to express, and that's it. I'm going to go and take a nap because, I already said what I had to say. So I believe I already have it. Like my place is secured, but I don't think that her place is secured. And also with the Two of Swords, I don't think that she really likes this guy, the guy that she says that she likes, or maybe that she got it right. She got his energy right. This guy, uh, the monkey. Gangwon. She got her energy right, but nevertheless, with the Two of Swords, she's not that. First of all, maybe because maybe she starts seeing certain things about him that she doesn't like actually, but I think that she doesn't like that man. She doesn't like that man, but she's too passive to say something about it. I think that it feels like an arranged marriage. Like okay, you've been told that for you to play it safe you have to choose him, so she's like relaxing. She's like, okay, I will not worry about looking at others because I'm secure, I'm already secure, resting secure that this is the guy. But the Two of Swords is like, maybe at the end she could feel like, okay, maybe I did choose wrong. Maybe I should have listened a bit more to my intuition. Maybe I should have listened more to why she's giving me Libra vibes. I know she's a Taurus, but she's giving me Libra vibes, like other people making choices for her, and actually her feeling insecure about it. I don't think that she's that independent yet. I don't know. Maybe she's very young. She's very inexperienced, but I think that when it comes to seeing people, even though I know she's a shaman, it says I think that there's something about her intuition. She's not seeing things for herself. I think that also her judgment is clouded. Her judgment is confused. She's confused most of the time. She seems like she goes through life being blinded or being blindfolded by someone. So I don't know if this is her religion or if these are her beliefs, but I think that she's still, when it comes to love choices, um, she's not choosing, she's not connecting with her higher self. She's not connecting with herself. She probably is asking others, like, okay, like, what will you choose for me? She's not choosing for herself. This is why maybe at the end of the show there could be a conflict inside of her. Like, why did I choose this person if he doesn't make me feel anything, or if maybe frustrated because it's not a fairy tale, and no, because you are too comfortable. There's something about her just relying maybe so much about what others say, or her intuition, or maybe her craft. I think that she should work on her spirituality. There's something that is tying her up. I don't know if there's a part of her spirituality that she has like a contract with someone, with a spirit or something like this. But I think that when it comes to relationships, she's going to get a lot of trouble finding the one, because she's not free. Someone is blindfolding her, so she doesn't choose the right person. Um, for the astrologer, for the one that we think that she's a Scorpio, Kim Jun Jon, the pretty astrologer. She has two major arcana. She has the Sun, and she has the Hierophant. Um, I think that she could actually, she could be successful at choosing the one. Um, I think that she could actually have a potential long-term connection with someone of that show. First of all, because I think that she's so magnetic. Also, the Sun, it shows that really what we see in the show is who she is. Besides her being attractive, I think that she, if we think about astrology, I would say this is like a sun, sun influence person. I don't know if her planets are in the first house, or she has a very strong rising, but she has a strong presence, and she's very appealing. And also she's so nice. Even though, besides her, maybe potentially ending up with the person that she likes, or the person that she likes, or getting easily a commitment with the guy that she likes. I think that this girl also gets asked to be to be someone's girlfriend very fast. People fall in love at first sight with her because of her magnetism. Like, I see commitment. Like, people, like, I don't know if there's something about people wanting to marry her. They see her and they're like, oh, she's going to be my wife. So it could be a bit rigid for her. I don't know if she is that traditional. I think that there's something about her maybe wanting to explore more out of life instead of just being in a relationship. But she usually attracts very traditional men, so yeah, that sort of dim her light a bit. But, when it comes to the show, she can be successful. Um, Also very popular, just, getting deals, getting a lot of opportunities to work on other media, to have interviews. She's very skillful also. But I think that it's her appearance, it's her personality, the one that gets her the attention that she needs, or everything that she needs. But yeah, I do see her, ending up with the person that she likes, definitely. Um, and this being a proper connection, this being a proper connection. Hello. I'm rushing, guys, so I don't waste much time and I can move on to other readings. But yeah, I'm going to continue with the guys of, Possessed Love cast. And then I'm going to move on to the other Pisces people and, other artists as well. Okay, let's continue with the guys. I'm going to pull cards for Jang Oham, or Jang Oham. That is the shaman that I believe that he is a Scorpio. The other man is Lee Gangan, that he's a Cancer and he's also a shaman. Bom Yol, the Saju reader, that he's a Libra, I believe. And Jun Y Wu, he's also a shaman and another Scorpio guy. That he's the guy that looks younger. That his face looks younger. Oh, okay. First of all, these men are so. They have a lot of conflict. I don't see them, like, what is going on with them? If you would be like, okay, this guy, will he choose me? He could choose you, but then afterwards you're going to see that he has a lot of issues. So again, not a single card of emotions in here. So I don't know why they are in the show. I don't know. Okay, for the first one, for Jang Oham, or Oham, the shaman, Jang Oham. We have the Five of Wands. We have the Fool. For this guy, I really do like. There's something about him that when he was on a date with the astrologer girl, he expressed. First of all, he's a great listener. Second of all, he's so intuitive. I think that him as a shaman, he must be amazing because he knows how to channel people struggles and he's there to sustain that moment. He doesn't make it awkward, and it doesn't seem like he's really good at connecting with people. I can really see it. And I don't know about this show. I think that he could have a conflict with certain people in that place. I don't know if it's, another contestants. I can sort of see him having certain issues, like certain differences with them. Maybe him not just not being happy about certain, because it's a competition, like I mentioned, it's a competition at the end of the day. But I don't know if he will react to this in a mature way. I think that probably he can get overwhelmed and sort of dissociate, with the full card. I think that he would want to, he will remain in the show, but probably he maybe will go silent, or he will just, not talk to certain people or evade certain people because he is at war with them. There's something about him not being comfortable in there and feeling attacked. So this is why I was like, why do you bring so many Scorpio men or Scorpio people in this place, in this situation? Because they get very emotional and sensitive all of a sudden, and I don't see him fighting back. I think that he could feel like other people are fighting him. This could also be that probably he's very sensitive and maybe he feels like other people's spirits or other people's energies are fighting his own. So with the full card, I do see him dissociate himself from the situation. Also, maybe he can act a bit weird then, as the, as the episodes advance, maybe the more he dissociates, the more, or the more, detached he wants to seem, like, oh yeah, I don't mind that the person that I like is going with someone else, okay? I'm a free spirit. I don't care. I understand, him trying to be the bigger person. But also, he could be like people really, it's really hard to understand someone like him. He's a very complex person, Jang Oham. I think that he has a lot of inner battles. He really is someone that I think that first of all, he needs to learn to let go of certain things, and he needs to be free of certain, um, certain things that I think that it's not that people fight him or put him challenges. I think that in his mind, he feels like, everyone is against him or life is against him, but no, no, it's just that you are not that stable. Or maybe his mentality or he sees, life, the way he sees relationships, it's really hard to understand him. He seems very different. The fool is giving me that he is different. Maybe he can be attractive to women, and women being like, like, you are really attractive. I really love talking to you. You're so sensitive, but there's something about him that he's so different, unexpected, that maybe sometimes women are like, you are a bit weird, and now we're good. And he senses that people notices that he's different and that they treat him different. So then he gets angry because of this. It's like, why can't people, get me the way, understand me, or accept me the way I am? I wonder if he has a spirit in him that is a woman. I wonder if that, because there's like something about gender also, that maybe he's a bit much more on the feminine side, and this is why girls are like, I'm trying to see, like, he can be assertive, but then something happens that he acts a certain way that the person is like, oh, so you are back at being your sensitive. And like, I feel like I'm not dating a man, I'm dating my best friend. Something like this. Yeah. For this man, for the cancer guy, for the white monkey, we have Lee Gangan. That he's a shaman as well. We have the high priestess and we have the queen of pentacles. He's definitely in the middle of two Taurus women because we have the queen of pentacles. So I wouldn't be able to tell you, like, he's going to choose the Taurus one, and you're going to be like, which one? The two of them are Tauruses. I mean, what I can say of him, that this is great actually, is that he definitely is. He has his eye on someone. He, I mean, I think that at the end of the show, he's going to say, okay, yeah, I like this person. I choose this person. I think that out of all the four that I see here, he's the one that he at the end of the show, he's going to keep, the one that he likes is the one that he's going to express, okay, I like this girl. This is the girl for me, a Taurus probably. But with the high priestess, another one that is giving me feminine energy. He fights like a woman. He's so. I think that I think that this man, Gangwon, he wants to act or present himself like he's assertive in life or that he dominates, but actually he's so sensitive. He's more sensitive than a woman, I would say. One of the things also is that, with the high priestess, he has a lot of inner knowledge about what it's like to be a woman. Either he's surrounded by a lot of female figures around him, or he was raised by a lot of female, or he was surrounded by female community. He definitely knows how to work in the unconscious of the woman that he likes, or the woman of his dreams, I would say. He loves to play mind games also. This is one of the things that I actually don't like about this. And I'm like, he knows who he likes. He knows who he's going to end up with. He knows it. It's just that he's acting mysterious. And this is annoying for me. Like, I see this and I'm like, you're so annoying. Because if you know who you like, if you know from the beginning, like, why are you acting like you have no idea and you want to see options? I think that this is part of a strategy of his. He loves to play mind games with people. He loves to play with women's emotions, I would say. He loves to make them a bit insecure. He loves to see that the woman that he likes is starting to feel anxious about him, and that he loves that. He's an attention seeker, definitely, definitely. It's just that I think that this that he has is a very low blow, I would say. He's not playing fair. He's not playing fair. Also, probably he has like a female spirit that sort of tells him, like, you should do this, or you should act like this, or you shouldn't say this. Like, just act mysterious. Like, don't show your cards yet. And I think that I wouldn't be surprised if actually he keeps his feelings from this person, and actually his actions could show that he's with someone else, but then at the end of the show he can be like, no, actually, I've always been in love with this person. This is the person of my dream. But you spend, the remaining episodes, flirting with this one or the other one, because I think that there's more than one. But I'm like, why? Why? If you could actually spend, if you know who is this person, and this person definitely appears in here because she's available also, why didn't you, took this opportunity in this show to get to know her better, or to build, beautiful moments on camera with her, instead of actually make her suffer and feel insecure? So I don't know. I mean, will this woman choose him back? I don't know. I don't know, because this attitude of, like, yeah, I want to show you my feelings, I would also reject him after he plays these games. I don't know. I don't know. And it's a shame because it has been this person all along. It's a shame. But yeah, with these mind games, I don't know where he does that. Okay, I'm going to continue with Bom Yol, that he's the statue reader, that I believe is a Libra. He looks like a Libra. Oh my God. Okay. He's so boring for me. I'm sorry, but he's so boring for me. Like he's so nice. He's so professional and everything, but he looks so boring. Okay, Beyond Yo, he has the Three of Pentacles and he has the Nine of Swords. I think that these men also, I don't feel like his energy is in the show to find love. I think that he is in the show to make connections, to make job connections or job related opportunities, to work with others. I don't know. That's what I see. I see work. I don't see him having fun. I don't see him opening up to people. I think that it's just him maybe reading Saju or reading other people's Saju from a very professional point of view. Him being with his professional hat on all the time. Um, yeah, I don't see him, just being attractive or just showing a trait or something. With the Nine of Swords, he's so insecure. He's very insecure. It's just that I think that there's something about him. I think that he's worried about his profession, definitely. With the Three of Pentacles, he's definitely worried about his. I have to get everything out because this he's worried about his profession, he's worried about his professional future, or he's worried about money. I think that also one of the things with the Three of Pentacles, I think that he wants to maybe be liked and have good connections with all of them. So it seems like it's a business relationship instead of him just finding love. I think that he probably is a bit of a people's pleaser, or he has, this tendency of just, thinking connections and interactions too much. Like in his mind, he reviews them all the time, and he's all the time in analytical mode. So I don't think that these. I mean, I think that he could have good moments with the person that he chooses or the person that he likes. They could talk or bond over their profession. I definitely can see that. There's a potential friendship, a potential good vibes. Let's work together, let's spend time together. There's collaboration, but at the end of the day, it's not like, okay, I will choose you like a partner. No, because you are just acting from your profession. You're not acting like a man. You're not seducing the person. You're talking about work and about, your tool. And maybe you exchanging information. Oh, let's talk about, like, for example, me meeting another tarot reader and me talking, instead of talking about, what I like, what makes me happy, I'm going to talk about major arcanas with you. It's cool, but it's not good enough. And I think that this is a problem that he has when it comes to entering relationships. He cannot leave work or his profession behind. It's always coming with him. Whenever if he goes on dates, he will take the time. He will probably read the person's saju before he meets them in person. He will analyze the day. It's like pulling the birth chart of someone that you don't know or someone that you just met. He does this. He's too analytical and it's not authentic. It's not good enough to get the other person to like you. Um, then the last one, the other shaman, the other one that for me is a Scorpio as well, Jun Y Wu. We have the Five of Pentacles and we have the Strength card. I mean, he could have a bit of an evolution in the show. I mean, he could develop a bit much more of character, showing up a bit much more of confidence in the show. I think that he starts very with low confidence. I think that he starts feeling very unsure of himself. He actually doesn't feel that successful. He feels a bit uncomfortable, or maybe he compares himself to others. Maybe the other men have more. It's not about personality, but probably it's about experience. And there's something about him feeling that he doesn't have much. So yeah, he could, sabotage himself a bit. But also with the stress card, I think that he could, yeah, I mean, he could grow a bit and maybe advance a bit or dare to ask someone out. I don't know. I think that this is another one that holds himself back a lot because of lack of confidence. I don't know why I want to say lack of resources as well. Like, is he doing well financially? Because I think that this also makes him feel nervous. Something about his status or his finances, or maybe, he just started being a shaman and it doesn't pay very well. So he feels like this is holding him back as well. He's a nice guy, definitely, but I think that he worries a lot about material things. Maybe in the material world, he doesn't feel that reassured yet, but with the strength card, he can actually, you know, get out of the show feeling a bit much more confident, a bit much more confident. I think that also he's going to learn to be much more accepting and patient with himself. But I think that this experience is not so much about him, finding love or, ending up with someone. I think that this is a personal journey. This experience on this show is going to give him much more tools to feel a bit much more confident in the future. Because he feels a bit lost, but he's going to, he's going to he has to be patient and he has to wait, he has to adapt, just adapt. Um, don't think that it's done, that it's over. And also I think that he has potential to grow. Probably out of all the men, maybe he is the one that actually, has the potential to grow a bit much more, or to have you know to have a bit much more of yeah, just expansion, I would say. Definitely, 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 I can see it. I can see it. And then I'm going to pull the last two cards for the ones that are about to show and they are not showing yet. For the red dragon and the red rabbit and the golden dragon. That I believe that in episode 3 he's already showing up, he's already appearing. But yeah, about the red rabbit, yeah, we still haven't seen her. So maybe she's a tarot reader herself, another tarot reader. Because there's not much so far tarot readers. So probably these two are the tarot readers in the group. But yeah, let's see. Let's see. I'm going to pull for red rabbit and golden dragon. Wow. They definitely bring the fire. The golden dragon, he is going to get what he wants. He's going to be the winner of the season. Like I know that definitely it feels like it's scripted already. Like, everyone is talking about who the Golden Dragon is, and this astrologer girl being like, oh, he's the Leo I've been looking for. Well, he is already seated in his throne. He got the Emperor. So he feels like he's a typical Leo. He feels like he really embodies the Leo energy. He feels like, I'm here to win you all. But yeah, probably because he's much more proactive. He has energy. He's very nice. He's very adventurous. So yeah, this is his appeal. These people are doers. These people, like the Red Rabbit girl, I think that she's a Sagittarius. So it shows here. We have the Temperance and the Two of Wands. So this girl also, the Red Rabbit person, she also comes into the show to bring balance, to bring a bit of healing. I don't know if there's going to be some differences between them, some arguments, but this girl definitely is like getting them out of this tension that is going to be in the house. She's going to bring good vibes, and she's going to be like, okay, let's do this, let's go out, let's have fun. She's going to be like a healing bomb for the show. I don't know. I think that she's necessary. Her energy is very necessary. Also, she's very skillful. But with the Three of Wands, I also think that for her, this show also is probably to promote herself. It's not so much about it. Could it be that she's also like, is she's famous already? Could it be that this rabbit girl is famous already? Because she comes with the Three of Wands, and I'm like, she knows people in the industry already, or she had been exposed to the media already. She's very popular. Both of them are. This is why probably they saved these people for last, because they have a lot of charisma. They have a lot of confidence. They are so outgoing. They are doers. Like I said, they probably, when they enter, maybe the dates are going to get much more funnier, much more outdoorsy, not so much like, oh yeah, let's sit in here and stare at each other. No, she's going to bring fun. But yeah, probably she's going to get a lot of maybe options, because the Three of Wands is giving me that, she could have a lot of people asking her out or being like interested in her. Um, why do I feel like she's already in a relationship? She's not single. She entered this to promote herself, definitely. But it's fun. Yeah, and for the Golden Dragon, that the Golden Dragon is my favorite pick. Remember, I told you guys, I told you that you should do the exercise. If you haven't watched it, watch the first episode, and in the first 20 minutes, you do have the entrance of the first girl, and in there you are being shown the 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 wooden board of their birth dates and their animals. So you should do the exercise with them, and you choose the board that resonates the most with you, and then you're going to find out who is who and if they are compatible with you or not. But do that, do it, even if it's virtually, do it. um and I chosen the golden dragon, and I believe Fluffy, that she's not here today, but Fluffy, she was like, "Oh, are you into Leo guys or Leo men?" It's not that I'm into Leo men, but I do get along better with dragon people. I'm a rat in the Chinese zodiac sign, so zodiac system. So I do get along with dragons and other monkeys as well. Very outgoing people. So I when I saw the not the bird date, when I saw the golden dragon, I was like, that one. I was like, that one, that one. Because yeah, definitely, like, the dragon people, the people, I know that this dragon is Saju is based on the day of birth, not the year of birth. But the people that have dragon influence, they have a charisma, they have a strong presence that the other signs don't have, in my opinion. So, and he's a Leo. So it makes sense, a lot of fire, a lot of charisma, a lot of presence, just, him being very magnetic, beautiful, just confident. I think that a man that is confident and doesn't play games is so attractive. For me, it's so attractive. It's so attractive. And usually I do see that in shows and competitions, they do very well. They do very well because they just go to have fun. They show themselves for what they are. They know that they're fine. They know that they're beautiful. They dress to impress. So it's not science. They're like, I'm here to conquer and I'm going to conquer you. And he is the emperor. So he's going to go with the girl that he likes. Definitely, definitely. It's just that I think that it's not about him choosing this person, it's more than the person chooses him, because we start with the page of wands first. This could be the astrologer girl, the one that she was like, oh, maybe he's the Leo that I've been looking for. And I think that, yeah, it's because he enters, besides him having, beautiful, he being beautiful and him being attractive, he having a great personality probably. He already comes with a reputation. It's like he doesn't have to do much because he's already been chosen. He's already been chosen. He's already been um, cherished. He's already been wanted, I would say. He's like, yeah, I know everyone is waiting for me. They all been talking about me. They've been asking for me. And I just have to show up. I don't even have to introduce myself. They know who I am. So yeah, I think that yeah, he maybe he's in the show to do much with her. That she's also giving me like she's main character, like because I mentioned that they usually in the first episodes they focus so much on her and they do a lot of shooting with her. There's a lot of images and recording of her and her dates, not so much the others. So probably she's like the main character in the show, the main attraction, and he's like the shining, armor that he's that man that is supposed to be like her king, her the man that comes to rule them all. Definitely, he's going to rule the scene. And maybe another the emperor is also giving me stability. So I wonder if in his in his profession, I don't know if he's a tarot. I believe he had a tarot deck in his mind, in his hands. I believe he was shuffling. So if he's a tarot reader or if he does another kind of he has some kind of other tool, he's very successful at it. Like I can see him, like he probably is older than her, definitely. But he has a lot of experience. He has a lot of experience. He's doing very well. So maybe I don't know. Maybe he's a model besides being because he's so good looking that maybe he's besides reading tarot or being into spirituality. He has a really good job, or he comes from a wealthy family because he's so well established. He's so well, and he's so popular. He's so popular because he's been chosen by the popular girl in the show. So yeah, they could work. They could work. I mean, if the astrologer said that, oh, this is the Leo that I've been looking for, is because she had probably studied his chart very well. So yeah, it's a success. Yeah, it's just that I see a power imbalance here. I see her just looking at him with admiration, her being the page of wands and him being this emperor. He is much more important in the relationship than her. So like I told you, that when I read for her, this about her potentially having, partners that sort of dim her light, because she got the sun card, so she's a very optimistic person. She can be a bit naive also. And in here, as the page of wands, I can sort of see her just being like very infatuated with him. And he's so different, he's so in control. The like the emperor is also very bossy, it's very traditional. It's like, I'm the man in the connection, like, things things around here are done the way I want them to be done. You know nothing. I know. I'm the authority here. So there could be a power disbalance besides an age difference. Um, but yeah, he is like he's it's like she becomes a follower of hers, of his. She loses importance in this connection, but she's so focused on getting him that yeah, he's just sitting here like, oh, you were waiting for me? I'm here and I'm wonderful. Uh, I just finished the Possessed Love cast. Yashoda. Please watch episode 1 and and then rewatch this part. I don't want to spoil anything for you. I know you watch certain carpooling, but just if you can, I don't want to spoil anything for you. But then if you can watch it later. Let me know, guys. Please, if my battery dies out of the mic, please let me know with the red flag so I can change it, because I'm talking very fast and I don't want to miss anything. I know this is so inconvenient, that I do have this problem with the mics, but yeah, I will try, to fix this next month to get the usual one with the wire. I cannot do this. I cannot buy it this month, but probably next month I'm going to invest in it so we don't have this issue of me being interrupted by this mic. Both mics, because I have the other one here that also shuts down. Yeah, watch it, Yashoda, please. Yeah, I don't want to spoil anything for you. Just watch it. Okay, I'm going to continue with. Wait. I'm going to continue with Stray Kids Hyunjin. Let's see, 2025. Stray Kids Hyunjin. Hmm. Hmm. The Hermit a lot this year. The Hermit, this is the year of the Hermit. So, having the Hermit. Sorry, not the Hermit, the Justice, sorry. Yeah. He's defending himself a lot. These poor Pisces idols, like, they don't have it easy this year. Okay, we start for Hyunjin, the Fool, the Lovers. We have the King of Swords. We have the High Priestess and the Knight of Cups. Also, the High Priestess for the Pisces idols is present. The Seven of Swords. We have the Justice as an advice, and we have the Knight of Swords again from this other deck. A lot of swords. I think that if there's one thing that maybe we can sense from Hyunjin energy in this year, is that probably he's going to start to speak up against a lot of things. He's going to start to to assert his points of view. He's going to start talking a bit more maybe to the media, or having interviews of talking about himself, asserting his own opinion, being very honest and vocal about certain things, about the industry, about himself, about what he likes, what he doesn't like. So I can sort of see him just being very professional and very mature this year. But I think that, there's something with all these swords, the Knight of Swords, the King of Swords. I think that also this is a year where he cannot, he cannot go another year with being silent about certain things. I think that people judge him a lot. And I don't know if there's something about, in a strategy about his image that maybe they prefer for Hyunjin to not respond to certain things or not say certain things or just like, be mysterious, be beautiful, be kind, and just go. But, with the King of Swords in the middle, I don't know if there could be you know, some sort of like um, misinterpretation or misunderstanding about certain things that he could be like, I have to address this or I have to say this. Sorry, guys, just that I have Kali here, and I want her to not be cold, but I also don't want to bother her because she's sleeping here. She was playing with the cable now, and I was looking at her, but she's falling asleep, so I'm trying not to interrupt her, but also I don't want her to be cold. Sorry. Um, because yeah, we start with the Fool and the Lovers. So definitely, like I think that also this year is all about new beginnings for Hyunjin. Is all about embarking in new projects. You probably are going to see him everywhere. He's also being very original. He's daring to do a lot of things with his image, with himself. Um, I think that he's so inspired also this year, But I see the King of Swords here that it sort of lets me know that I don't know if he has haters or if he has, some issues with certain people that he has to set certain boundaries or he has to say something about in a specific moment. But I see him so in control, so in control. I see him just coming up a bit more and talking a bit more and daring to look at people in the eye and being like, okay, yeah, this is my choice. Like I participated in this because I wanted to, or I did this because it was my idea. Like this is not JYP's idea, or this is not my manager's idea. This is me. What I'm doing, what I'm creating, what I'm allowing myself to do is my own decision. So he's been so assertive. And also he doesn't want to leave room for speculations about his life. He's so sharp. He's so sharp. He could shock a few people about the way he says things. Um, but yeah, it's his truth. And also with the High Priestess and the Knight of Cups, he could initially at the beginning of the year just having to be very, very straightforward with certain things, maybe sounding a bit cold and detached and people being like, oh my God, is he scolding us? Is he mad at us? No, he's actually setting some boundaries. Maybe there could be some speculations about him and he being like, stop it, guys. Let's not be this delusional. Stop it. It's not like this. And he been really serious and looking at people in the eye. Like you should be embarrassed of yourself. You should be ashamed. Like you shouldn't say those things about me or about the people that I love. So yeah, very, very vocal about it. But then again, we have the High Priestess and we have the Knight of Cups. So I think that there's also this part about Hyunjin the rest of the year, then becoming a softie, and probably entering another era with the group where he will become much more of a lover and he will go back to be playful, to be romantic, to be the ideal man, to be very, very feminine also. So he will change, just like the Pisces he is, he has this side where, at the beginning of the year, maybe he feels the need to be different, to do certain things differently, but then he will have to assert a certain dominion or speak up about something, because I think that maybe some people feel entitled to talk for Hyunjin or to talk about Hyunjin's matters. And he's like, you guys don't know me. So stop doing that. Because, this that you're saying is not like this. This is my life. I made this decision. This is how I'm living. I'm happy. I'm responsible.
I'm not being manipulated to do certain things. I'm being true to myself. So, stop it with the conspiration or with people maybe assuming that he is, I don't know, that he's being manipulated to do certain things. And he's like, no, I wanted to do them. I'm an adult. So, but then, yeah, when it comes to creation, I can see him going back to his sweet self and just being, you know, working on a lot of things, and he's so beautiful. Like there's something with the Knight of Cups that I think that this year Hyunjin is he's going to experiment a lot with different concepts. But then I don't know if he's going to, keep working with beauty, but then I see something about a role. Could it be that he has like an acting role where he plays like someone's love interest, or he maybe you know um, participates in someone's video, someone's MV, being their love interest? Because I can see him playing like a lover. It's still hidden. It's not confirmed, but I think that he's going towards that project of him being like a Romeo, like a lover, like playing the role of a lover of someone. Yeah, in the card of detach, again, justice, the Knight of Swords. I think that this year, with the King of Swords in the middle, is all about him being just with himself and with others. He's like, let's keep things even. Let's keep things correct. Let's be righteous. Like, stop talking nonsense about me and my image. Like, you guys don't know me. So stop it. So yeah, very harsh, but very necessary, I would say. I don't know what people are saying about him, but, it's getting uncomfortable. It's getting uncomfortable. Definitely. And he's not putting up with that. He's not. Wait, guys, that I cannot understand my own handwriting. Also, with these tiny letters, I cannot read, guys. I'm sorry. I will try to keep, doing readings because my eyes hurt because this tablet, like the letters are so tiny, I cannot read, you guys. And also the light, the lamp that I have in here is also killing my eyes. I'm getting a headache, but I'm trying my best to deliver the readings, guys. So sorry if I don't interact that much. Okay, I'm going to pull cards for Song Hye Kyo, the actress, and Gongyoo. And also I'm looking at Kali. If Kali is not doing something that is not dangerous, she's looking at me like, okay, because she's looking at me shuffling the cards. She wants to jump. Okay, Song Hye Kyo and Gongyoo, that someone said that I believe they're about to do a drama together. They are about to participate in a drama together. Okay, Song Hye Kyo and Gongyoo. It's all very proper. Their energies feels very proper. They got the High Priestess twice. They got the High Priestess twice on different decks, but they had the High Priestess twice. They are so private, people. They are so private. It's not like you think, guys. It's not like you think. Both of them, what they have in common is that they don't want people to get in their business or to, maybe associate them like, oh, could they be dating? They are like, we are not talking about that. Like, don't even go there. Like, they will not, no, no. They are not like that. They are not that. And from the cards that I see, they're not that. They're very professional. They're very professional. From Song Hye Kyo, we have the Fool, we have the Chariot, and we have the Six of Cups. So yeah, definitely she knows him from before, and it's a nice opportunity to catch up. It's a nice opportunity. She feels very good about it. Um, from Gongyoo, we have the Knight of Wands. We have the Four of Pentacles, and we have the Justice. So yeah, I mean, they're really excited to be working together. They really, she's like, who are you talking to? Because I talk to her only. So she's like, who are you talking to? She's so confused. I'm talking and she's looking at me like, who are you talking to? like I am the person of your, you should be talking. She's a talking cat. So, it's just that she sees me talking and she's like, are you talking to me? Okay. Yeah, I think that she's very comfortable with him. There's something about her, just, this project, if they are having a project together, it feels so good to be advancing. See, probably the project is also very new. It maybe has new ideas. It's like she's finally like being able to, advance in her career. Finishing what she had done already and starting all over with something new. She loves to be advancing in her career, and definitely there's something about her just having, very good memories of him. With the Six of Cups, what do I want to say? Like they know themselves from childhood, but I think that childhood maybe is too far, but there's a lot of nostalgia, and she has a lot of memories of him, a lot. She also is like she she's like very emotionally, she feels very, um she could be a bit nostalgic, she could feel like maybe looking at him, and just comparing, what I think that this is an opportunity for her to start all over with him, because definitely they do have she has memories of the past. So this is like, this is a way for us to advance in our connection and in our relationship. I don't know if in the past this connection was, like they didn't see each other that often, and with the Fool and the Chariot, it's like, finally we can start over and advance together again, in this new chapter of hers. For her, this is very important. We have two major arcana, so this is a huge moment for her spiritually, personally. This is not about money. It's not about like, oh, I want this to do well, or about, this is about her, feeling like she is maybe advancing, in her connection with people that maybe she stopped talking to them at certain point, or they didn't communicate because something happened. But now they are resuming not only activities together, but they are resuming this connection and this work. For her, it's like, for me, it's important to keep advancing in my career. So yeah, thank you for being part of this. In the case of him, yeah, he's so like his energy feels like, yeah, let's do this. With the Knight of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, and the Justice, there's something just very authentic of his. He's like, let's do this, let's be just, let's also keep working towards justice together. So yeah, definitely. I think that he also wants to be just with her. We have the Justice, so it's like, whatever you need of me, I'm going to give it to you. He definitely wants to work with her. I think that I don't know why from his side it feels like maybe his character is a bit much more straightforward, or he has to do some physical labor, because he has to show himself a bit much more proactive, passionate. So I don't know if he has to do some actions, scenes or something like this, or he has to do a lot to get to her. But it feels like he's like, I will have to start working out or something like this. It feels very like it takes him out of his comfort zone. For her, it's like, yeah, this is like a new project. For her, she's like open to it. But for him, it's like, this is challenging for me. I will have to do a lot or move a lot. So I wonder what is it about, because it seems like he's very passionate. It sort of demands of him to get much more passionate and he's usually a very chill guy. We have the Four of Pentacles in the middle, so he's like, I would prefer if we stick to the usual stuff. I don't want to change, or I don't want some changes in my routine. But he's a very fair person, and also co-star, and also friend probably, and also colleague. He's so responsible, he's so proper. This is why I'm like, it's not, I don't think that it's like all romantic. And honestly, these are very hermetic people. The two high priestesses, the keyword of this card is says listen. So they are very, both of them are very intuitive, and they are very special people. They are very secretive, like they are very reserved. So it's like, we don't, we are not like that. We are not like, oh, looking at each other like, oh, we should do something. Both of them are very much into their own worlds. The good thing is that they have this in common, that both of them are very private people. Both of them are like, they are excellent are showing it to you on a screen, whatever you want of them, but at the same time they are very protective of their personal lives. So yeah, don't assume that, oh no, Mike, I'm going to start shipping them. I don't think that you could ship people with this energy. They are like, it's not like that. Do you speak to her in English? No, in Spanish. In Spanish. It's just that it's her lunchtime, so this is why she's meowing, because it's her lunchtime, and I usually am the one that I do feed her. So yeah, maybe she's running around me because she wants me to be fed. She wants me to feed her. I'm going to do this fast so I can go and do my cat mom duties as I should, even though today is Sunday. Okay. I'm going to read for Parvo, Yum, and Ayu. Oh, my. Okay. Ayu got 4 cards. She got 4 cards. She got, yeah, for them it's also the same. It's very, when I see the cards, I'm like, it's so proper. They're so professional. They're so professional, so, organized, so nice, so, polite, but it's not that. They definitely get along, definitely. They also are very, especially because I see all these pentacles in here. So for them, reputation, maybe brand deals, maybe, for them, material things are very important. So maybe these two are very focused on actually, if they are working together, it seems like this. They are very much focused about, showing a very abundant and prosperous image. Maybe what they are working on, they want this to be a success. And because they consider that that their acting is really good, and that they want this to be like monetarily, when it comes to outcome, they want this to be very successful. I don't know if it's like the production put a lot of money, but I think that when it comes to Parvogum and Ayu, I don't want to say like, oh, they get paid a lot, but probably, these two have like the Midas touch that whatever they are in probably does very well. So they are like money magnets, I would say. From Parvogum's side, we have the Hermit, Nine of Pentacles, and we have the Chariot. So yeah, probably, with the Hermit, it seems that he has come out of his cave. I don't know if he was absent a bit from the industry, but he came out of his studies or something like this to do this. Yeah, from IU, we have the Seven of Wands, we have the King of Pentacles, we have the Knight of Swords, and we have the Knight of Cups at the end, which I'm glad that this card came up because the energy felt very like I was like, are you angry at him? Like, what is going on? She seemed like she was angry at him. But then at the end, I got the Knight of Cups. So probably it's her character. Probably it's her character. The connection, we have the Six of Pentacles, and we have the Six of Pentacles, and we have the Tower that it says rebuild. She's playing with the tablet because she has, like, I used to play I used to play games, card games in there, and so she's like playing with the tablet. I will have to turn it on. Yeah, I think that, yeah, honestly, they are very focused on the results of this. They are very much focused on the results of this. Could it be that no. She sees a screen and she wants to tap it. Could it be that they want? Are they like rebuilding someone's career or reputation with this? Because with the tower, I'm like, they definitely want. They are very focused on the results of this. So I wonder if they are like, if this is like super important. From Parvogum's side, honestly, yeah, with the Hermit and also the Nine of Pentacles and also the Chariot, I think that he's so focused on, that this makes him look good or that this is prosperous for him. If you notice, these free cards are all about individualism. So it's all about his journey or what he can get out of this. And also he wants to show his talents. He's so focused on being better and better at acting probably, or about his reputation, and just, he's someone that he studies a lot, the project that he's into. He's not getting into a project just because. He's very selective. He loves himself very much. So he values, um, it's like he used to be much more intuitive about, who he works with, and just going with the flow. But I think that now he's all about, like, okay, what does this gets me? What do I get out of this, of working with you or of working in this project? Because it seems like he was like taking a nap, or he was like taking a break from acting, and it seems like you woke him up and you are like, okay, we present you with this new project. And probably, being associated with IU is also giving him some prestige, or some popularity, or some, possibility to shine next to her. So he's like, yes, with her, yes, I will advance. But yeah, both of them have a lot of pentacles. So it's all about earnings. It's all about what makes me look good or what makes me earn something. So yeah, I wonder if one of them needs the money. This is what I'm getting. Like, one of them needs the money, or they need the outcome of this, because there's a lot of pentacles. So it's all about results in here. Yeah, from her side, from her side, I think that could it be that this role is very challenging. She's so angry. Like, we have the Seven of Wands, We have the King of Pentacles, that is her energy, her as the King of Pentacles, her being IU and actually being very successful and experienced herself. But the Seven of Wands and the Knight of Swords is giving me that, maybe this role is sort of challenging her view of herself. It's like she's usually a very stable person, or she's very rational, she's very down to earth, but there's something about maybe this role that is so mentally, it puts her on the edge of always being angry or always being reactive towards what the other says. So I wonder if her character fights with Parvogum character a lot, because it sounds like her energy is like, so like on the defense, like if you say something wrong, I'm going to attack you. But definitely this is not how she feels about Parvogum, because at the end we have the Knight of Cups, that this is the extra card that came out of her. So this means that she has to portray this image, and probably, I don't know, maybe her methods acting, her acting method is to get so much into her character that she probably, stays in this energy of always being a challenge to him, or always being calling him out on certain things, or being stubborn on purpose and being, difficult on purpose. But at the end, she actually loves working with him. And I can see that, are they friends? Because, definitely there's a lot of, he has the Chariot and she has the Knight of Cups. So it seems like their chemistry is always on the move, is always advancing to the next project. So I can see them getting along just fine. And also, like, advancing, and probably they are going to keep working together on other things, because they are all about advancing in their careers. And they feel very comfortable with each other. They feel very established together. So this is why I'm like, it seems like these are two powerful actors working on this project together, because there's a lot of pentacles. So I'm like, who are you guys making millionaires here? Because yeah, the Six of Pentacles, the Tower card, rebuild. So I wonder if one of them is recovering themselves from an economic sort of fall. But the Six of Pentacles is probably that the project is going to do very well. It's not going to be like, oh, amazing, like, like so successful, but probably if they have some losses, they are going to recover them. But yeah, the Tower also gives me like they are rebuilding something. So I wonder, did something happen with one of them? Because they're trying to pick themselves up after this project. This is why this work is so important for them. Okay, guys, I'm going to continue with NCT Jungwoo. Oh, wow. Is Jungwoo okay? My God, the cards that he got. Is Jungwoo okay? I mean, he got the sun card at the end, but my God, these are heavy cards. He's feeling extra anxious. He's feeling like, it's not easy for Pisces season, for a Pisces. We don't know if Jungwoo is a Pisces or an Aquarius, but yeah. let's take this. If I read for him in Aquarius season, I don't remember, but let's take this as an update. If I did already, okay. We start for Jungwoo. We start with the moon. We have the Five of Wands. We have the Five of Swords in the middle. We have the King of Swords, and we have the Six of Cups. And from the other deck, we have the card of the Sun, that the keyword is shine. So he has to keep on shining despite of anything. And we have the Three of Cups, that is community. So yeah, I think that he has to rely on his community, and also, but there's something just very challenging about Jungwoo, and I don't think that is Jungwoo's energy. I think that is the environment. I think that is about the people around Jungwoo. Definitely there's a lot of indecision. There's a lot of maybe the feedback that they're getting, there's some disagreement between the members. There's a disagreement around not just NCT. I think that probably the whole industry, or the idols that he knows, the people that he knows, the people that he talks to, it seems like the industry is being just under a lot of maybe attacks, or there's a lot of accusations, there's a lot of disagreements, there's a lot of battle, a lot of competition as well. So I think that for him, probably this year, it starts with this heavy feeling of like, I don't know where we are going. I'm feeling suspicious of anyone. So I don't know if maybe Jungkook is feeling extra sensitive about people around him, like who are my friends and who are deceivers, like who are lying to me. He's feeling suspicious about certain people. I wouldn't be able to say like, oh, it's NCT members. For me, it's bigger than that. For me, it could be another idols, another groups even. Like there's something about him. He used to have a certain certainty about that maybe he knew people from the industry, or that he knew different people. And maybe this year he's sort of, he's starting to see realities of people, or he's starting to see, you know, um, he's starting to see faces of people that, that are not that good for him, and I think that when I read for other Pisces idols last week, we got the five of swords, we have the seven of swords. So I think that for people that are so sensitive, like Pisces idols, they do have to, you know, just like the moon card, just put everything is darkness. Just don't put your trust, don't fully trust people, because I think that he's feeling so reactive this year. He's having some angry management issues. It sort of feels like he's battling something, like he's maybe, angry about something. So he could lash out at the members or at certain people, and maybe people just seeing this and then being like, what is going on, Jungkook? You usually are not like this. And this is not, it's not cute. Like, it's not like, oh, this is part of a prank where I just get annoyed. I think that maybe, and we know that Jungkook, after Taeyong left, he was sort of left in charge for the greetings, and everything. So maybe, him dealing also with with the members, without the leader present. And also maybe him also seeing that maybe there's other members in NCT that are going to enlist soon. We could be looking at Doyeon here. That with the Six of Cups, I get that he's very emotionally attached to Doyeon. So he's sort of anticipating this, and this is making him feel a bit uneasy, emotional, just lashing out at people, because he doesn't feel that, he doesn't feel like, he feels the responsibility, but he probably feels like people um are not are not respecting him. There's something about him. Maybe thinking that he would be like like not a leader, but he will be like, you guys have to trust me, or you guys have to help me out in this, because being a leader of something in a group is not just you being called a leader and that's it, and everyone will instantly follow what you say. The leader also relies a lot with the cooperation of the members. There has to be like a cooperation. There has to be an agreement of the other people that you guys have to make it easy for me. So, if I tell you guys that I have this information or that we should do this, please remember and, work with me, like make this easier for me. And I think that I don't know what's going on with NCT, that he feels out of control, or he feels that maybe some people are ignoring him or they are not paying attention, and he feels frustrated because he's like, you guys, I'm doing this because, this is the role that I have, and you guys are not respecting me. You are not respecting me, and this is not funny anymore. This is not funny anymore. He probably is collecting a lot of anger because he's like, I'm tired of being Mr. Nice Guy. I'm very sensitive. I'm allowed to say a certain, like, he definitely is defending himself. He's not hashing. He's not hashing, but maybe if this gets caught up in camera, it can expose certain, I don't know, maybe it can make him look like the bad guy. That why are you saying this on camera to them? It was a joke, or they were trying to be funny, and he's like, no, they are not trying to be funny, they are making fun of me. So, but it's because of the pressure that he feels in himself. This, like I said, for me, this is Doyon with the Six of Cups. He probably is like, Doyon is like his friend, so maybe he feels like an attachment to him, and him fearing like, okay, once you're gone, I'm going to be left with these people. and I sort of feel like, I need new friends. There's something about him being like, okay, who is my friend in this mess? If my friend is leaving. And also, seeing the King of Swords, it sort of reminds me of, um, um, it reminds me of air element. So thinking about air element, I think also about um, air signs. And for me, I remember that, he has a show with Shonu, with Mosaic Shonu. Shonu is a Gemini. So, there's something about maybe him going back to doing this show with Shonu, that is an air sign. So he can maybe Shonu, being an earth sign himself, he can be a potential ally for, or a good friend. He could turn into a good friend for Jungwoo. Jungwoo being able to go back to the show, and then he would start, getting a bit much more ease and relax and just breathe and maybe enjoy a bit more because he has a connection with him. There's a potential friend in him. So yeah, he needs this kind of people because he feels very lonely, he feels very misunderstood, and he has an anger management issue. But yeah, with the Sun card, the Sun and the Three of Cups, it's like, Jungwoo, no one is against you, no one is pushing your buttons on purpose, but it's just that he feels the responsibility. There's a lot of things that are very unstable in his career or in the way they manage their career. So he feels so responsible for this. Maybe he took the role too seriously, or he just feels responsible and guilty for a lot of things, but it's just because maybe SM is so messy. But he feels like, oh, I did it, I failed. I didn't deliver this properly. So we failed because I didn't do this well. I'm not a good leader, or I'm not a good at this assignment. I don't know. But definitely, he has the potential to shine. He's going to shine again. It's going to be a good year. But he should, not get suspicious of the people around him. Yeah, things in the industry are not that trustworthy, definitely. Maybe he lost friends, maybe he lost connections. This is why he's feeling super sensitive. There's people leaving, but he has the potential to pick up the pieces. There's still a community waiting, or a new group of friends. There's an open door for him to make new friends with other people, and also to be able to shine with them. So, you know, he doesn't have to get all moody and emotional. You know, there's a new community for Jungwoo. So yeah, there could be a new group of idols, or you know, a group that can adopt Jungwoo and him, you know, just feeling safer because he has that. You know, I'm going to change the mic because I don't want this to fail while I'm talking. I'm going to change this. I'm going to change this beforehand. So it doesn't stay. Can you hear me well, guys? Because I don't want this to. But yeah, can you hear me well? The other day, I read the chat, Yashoda, the other day. The other day, you said, um, um, you were asking if what group was Taeyeon from. And I remember Fluffy said, "Oh, is the leader of NCT." But I know that you asked who Taeyeon is because I was reading for Taeyeon, but Taeyeon not of NCT, Taeyeon of Girls' Generation, the leader of Girls' Generation. But when you asked Fluffy, because it was later, like I already finished reading for her, and maybe you were wondering like who is Taeyeon, like what part of what group is she part of, like what, who are they, you know? And Fluffy, she thought you said NCT Taeyeon, the destroyer of my house, Kali. She's going crazy around here. She's sorry guys, I apologize for the noises, but yeah, she's playing. So yeah, I cannot, if I kick her out, she's going to start crying. So bear with me, please, because she is always after making a mess. She's always getting herself in trouble, breaking things. She's like this. She's always like this. Please, guys, don't forget to leave a like. If you remember, it helps my channel a lot. Maybe it can reach to other people. Okay, I'm going to continue with this actor, Drew Starkey, and Odessa Action. Drew Starkey and Odessa Action. I believe this man is an American actor, or he speaks English, like he's not Asian. Drew Starkey and Odessa Action. Let's see. Drew, Odessa Action. Their connection. If people are shipping these two, I don't see it. I don't see it. No. And also today, the major arcanas that I get from different sites are like It's not like that. It's not like that. It's like it's. But also from their parts is so in the darkness. Like I wonder if they work together at some point. What happened afterwards? Because there's a lot of darkness. There's a lot of like, if I know you, I don't remember, something like this. So I wonder what's that about. From his side, we have the Hierophant, we have the Eight of Cups, and we have the Five of Pentacles. Not very positive. From her side, we have the Strength card, we have the Emperor, and we have the Ten of Cups. So she's a bit much more hopeful. She probably is like doing very well, or maybe her view of him is like a bit much more positive, like she really connected with him. But also the Ten of Cups is giving me community, so it's like they are part of a bigger group, so she really enjoys spending time with him. But the connection, we have the moon and we have the Handman. So I think that they learned a lot while they were together or working together or doing something together. I don't know. Uh, but honestly, from his side, the Hierophant, the Eight of Cups, and the Five of Pentacles. I wonder if while they were working together, if this man Drew Starkey, if he went through something like emotionally, did he had to like leave this project earlier, or did he have to sort of resign to something? I see him like emotionally not that connected with, I don't know, maybe his character that he had to play was very challenging, and it definitely took a toll on him because I feel like he doesn't, if he has to go back to remembering when he was around her, it doesn't feel like he was the happiest. So I wonder if he was going through something. I don't think that is personal, but maybe, the conditions of if they were working together, it wasn't very positive, and he was affected the most. I see him like dissociating himself from the situation, or emotionally he not being in the best place, or just been trying to, you know, also not being in the same room with other people because he would get moody or he would just get very sensitive. So he just wasn't shining in that moment, or he wasn't doing his best. So I don't know if it affected. uh Sorry guys, my lips are so dry. So I don't know if it's his role, or if it's a moment in his life where he wasn't doing very well. But I don't think that he had like a good experience with her. There's something that he's like, I'm not good enough, or I'm not feeling my best. I think that he was there because it was part of a commitment, with the Hierophant. It's all very official, or it's all about connections, or it's all about responsibility, like you having to show up and be there in time, and just follow rules and directions. But him emotionally, he wasn't paying attention to her, or he just wasn't in a good emotional state, I would say. From her side, I think that she really admires him. From her side, she's like, he's a really good guy. He's so strong. He's so magnetic, or he's so, maybe he was the protagonist or something like this, and he stole the show. Or he has, like an actor, he has a lot of presence, or he's just really good at what he does. So she has a lot of like good memories of him. She's like, he's so great, he's so masculine, or he's so good at what he does. I see her just admiring him so much. And also I think that she's like, because I cherish this experience with you so much, because we got to be with other people, and this is bigger than her knowing him. I think that she's happy also of the memories they did with other people. So she thinks very nicely of him, actually. She admires him very much. She sees him like maybe he has a lot of him as an actor. He's so talented, or his method, the way he works, he's so good that she's like, I admire him so much. Like he seems like he maybe gives you this idea, or he plays the role very well, of someone that is always in control, or someone that is always dominant. But honestly, the cards that he has in here, I think that he wasn't actually feeling in control back then. So I wonder what happened in there. But yeah, the connection is in the shadows. Basically, it's like it was left in nothing. Like it's like, it's not that it's over, but it was left in a very awkward stage where it's like, okay, yeah, where did this person go? Where are they now? Like, very confusing. Like, yeah, I think I seen him, or I think I talked to him the other day, but I didn't understand the responses. Like, we couldn't connect very well. A lot of nightlife, could it be like them going out and maybe seeing themselves in the public, but just not recognizing each other? There's a lot of confusion in here. In their view of each other is very confusing. So I wonder what is going on with them personally, because they make me feel dizzy. Like, they confuse themselves. They're so confused. So what is going on in their minds? Also, the handman is like, the situation was left in there unfinished. I mean, I think that they learned a lot of each other, but it feels like two actors interacting. I think that I see more their characters, like, not their true self. I think that is more for the craft than other thing. It's not that personal. I don't know. Maybe they dated and I don't know, but I don't see it here. So if you guys are fans, let me know. I'm going to continue with MAMAMOO Solar, that she's a Pisces. She's doing so well. Like, what is she up to? Because she's so prosperous. Like, who is she working with? Like, does she have like a stable job or role somewhere besides MAMAMOO? Because I see stability and just a lot of abundance in her. So whatever she's working on, or she has been working on something, that it feels like a very stable job. So she's doing very well, actually. She's doing very well. This year, she could sort of break a bit the routine, I would say, or the um, the monotony of her having to show up at the same time, doing the things all over again, over and over. Why do I feel like she has like a real, I don't want to say like a real job, but it feels like very much like a 9 to 5 role, work. But she's doing very well financially. I can see it, and she's so prosperous. Like, she's doing so well. And also, I think that in relationships as well, because we start with the Two of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles. We have the Empress in the middle, so she's feeling beautiful. Also, like, praised, like, amazing. We have the Tower, and we have the Page of Swords. And then we have, from the other deck, we have the card of the Fool, trust. So yeah, I think that next, she could actually, like, maybe she's like doing so well or so stable where she is, that she's like, I have to interrupt this. I want some novelty, or I want to start all over with something new. Maybe it's working on a solo, or working something for the group. Maybe she feels like, honestly, I think that whatever she's doing, she got the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles, the Empress. She's so abundant. Like, who is paying her and what is she doing that she, or maybe she has her own business, but she's such a like a boss, or she's so abundant that I'm like, if it's, why do I feel like if it's up to her, she doesn't need to go back to being an idol, because whatever she's doing is sort of giving very good results, or very good finances, or maybe the money is flowing towards her, the opportunities to keep working in a very stable environment. Um, she's doing so well. She's doing so well. But I think that there's going to be a time in this year where she's going to feel like, very like, this is too, there's a lot of monotony here. I'm bored. I'm too comfortable in this state. Like, I need to create something new, or I need to create. I'm a creator. So probably she could just, do something different, start all over. I think that she feels like she's doing so well for herself that maybe she feels like she needs to give back to others, or that she needs to do something maybe for the group or for the success of the group. She feels like she owes something to someone, feels a bit guilty of doing very well, I would say. I don't know about the other girls' careers, but definitely for Solar, she has been doing very well. I think that in relationships, I cannot see exactly who she's dating or not, but I see that she has someone, also someone that is very stable and probably owns a business as well. So she's like in this business woman era, I would say. But she's looking for something else in life. She's looking for a change. She wants to express herself and not just be like someone's wife or someone's trophy wife, because I don't know why I feel like when I see the Empress, I think that it's like, you just sit here and be pretty, and yeah, and we will follow you. And for her, she's like, I'm not an accessory. I have my ideas, I have my opinions. She could also, say something controversial at some point. I can sort of see her, maybe losing a bit of this stability that she had earned, because she can say something that it maybe is not that good. This is why we have the fool that she has to start over. But it could be her sabotaging this sort of peace that she has, that she's like, I had good years, I have been doing well, I'm a bit bored. I need I need to keep creating, but I need to create something different, something impactful, something more meaningful. So yeah, with the Queen of Pentacles, she will always be prosperous. This is a very skillful person. She's really good with money as well. I don't know if she knows about finances, but she's so good with money. She's like she knows how to invest it. So yeah, but she's a bit bored, I would say. She wants to do something out of the ordinary and probably break a bit the routine on purpose. So she's like, I don't like it when people take me for granted, or they put me in a role and they're like, oh, because you're so pretty or because you are so beautiful, just stay there, and be beautiful. And she's like, no, I need to keep advancing. I'm still curious about life, about my career, about my decisions. She's a very curious person. It's just that maybe, this that she has been doing has been so prosperous, so productive, that also she is a business person. So from her perspective, it's like, I cannot lose this as well. She's very responsible, she's very consistent, but at the same time, I think that she's bored. She's bored, she wants some excitement. Okay. I'm going to keep reading for this new JYP group, boy group. It's called KickFlip. This new JYP group. Let's see cards for them for 2025. KickFlip. For them. KickFlip. KickFlip. I don't know much about them. I think I haven't watched anything of them yet, but I should. They are a new group. KickFlip. Good. It's fresh, fresh. Um, but has potential. Has potential. Okay, for KickFlip, we start with the Two of Swords. We have the Ten of Cups. We have the Five of Cups in the middle, the Ace of Pentacles, and we have the Three of Pentacles. Then from the other deck, we have the Ace of Wands, and we have the Queen of Wands. So, I mean, with the Five of Cups in the middle, I think that they are still finding their own place. I would say there's something I know that JYP company, the company, it's like SM and it's like YG, this whole family company, like, oh, you're part of us, you're part of our legacy. But I don't know why with the Two of Swords and the Ten of Cups, I don't know if the strategy of this for this new group was like, oh yeah, because your guys are part of us, you're part of family, you should interact with other groups, other former groups, because you're part of us. But honestly, I think that the guys on it feels like they don't know where to stand. They don't know if they belong to the group. I don't know if they try to have them interact with other groups of JYP, but it feels very stable, very unstable, sorry. It feels like the guys don't know, maybe some of them don't even know some JYP, even though maybe, yeah, they train in there and they have been working in there. But there's something about them just feeling a bit lost about like yeah, we have to pay tribute to this group, but you know and this is something that I believe we talked about this in the live stream, that I seen for this new generation of K-pop groups, that when they come from this sort of legacy or these big companies, they are like, oh, you should do a cover of this group because this group came before you, and you should do TikTok dances or challenges with them, and you should appear in their social media, and you should do another cover, keep doing cover of them. And it's like you don't remember much about this new group except that they do covers of very successful old groups. um so I think that for them is they feel so like lost when it comes to being part of JYP. They are like, yeah, like we are here, we are doing this, we are trying to incorporate into the culture, but we are different. The guys are different. They are not that interested in being part of the family. They probably, it's like they're trying to act like they are, but because they're so young and they're so impressionable that they don't understand. They are like, yeah, I know who this is. I know this group. I respect them, but I feel like I don't vibe. Like when they have these interactions, I don't feel like, yeah, like this is our family. We just met. Like it's not like we just met. It's just that there's this sort of narrative that is being sold to fans, like, oh, because we are under the same roof, we talk all the time and we interact, and oh yeah, this member of this group is like my mentor, or this member of this group is like my favorite artist of all time. No, actually, they were taught or they were coached to say that, to promote the company and be like, oh, see, this is part of our legacy. So they're like, legacy what? They're like, okay, whatever. But what about us? What about what we have to offer? The Five of Cups in the middle, the guys are like, we are wasting our opportunities, actually. we are wasting our potential, actually. Like, we could have done so much so far. I think that we lost time. We wasted time doing certain things that we should have promoted more for us. I see that these guys honestly are more, they are very serious about themselves. They are like, we want to show the audience us. We don't want to talk about the past or the legacy or whoever we are associated with. They are like, we want to talk about us. We want to show people about us. And I can see that, maybe, one of them, maybe an influential person of the group, a leader, can sort of show this discontentment or this, we are not happy about this. Can you change this for us? Because the guys are not that motivated right now. They're like, oh, this feels so unauthentic. We want to do other things. And I think that probably someone in the company is going to be like, yeah, we're going to do something different. We are going to put a lot of money on you guys, and we're going to train you more, and we're going to work more on you and give you your whole identity and give you what you want. I think that this is a better strategy than this, because probably people are not buying it. People are not buying the whole family thing. People are like, what family? What are we talking about? Like, these are new kids. That's it. Promote them, give them their own personality or give them their own journey. Stop, latching or, sort of hanging of other people's success. But yeah, I can see them after, maybe seeing that the guys are not that motivated, then finally realizing like, okay. And also they have a lot of potential. They have a lot of, does this group have a lot of fans already? Do they have like a potential fan group already? Like, are they strong in the fandom thing? Because I see potential in here. I see success. I see success for this group. It's just that they have to change strategies because it's getting so boring already. Like, and also the guys are so sad. It's like, what are you doing to these poor guys? They choose debuted. I don't know if they debuted. I have no idea. But if they have, they feel so sad. They feel so sad already. Like, and look at this. This is all that you can do if you put your mind, your people to work for this group. Like, start working and investing on this group. Stop thinking, looking at the past. Just think about them and focus on them and give them the tools. I think that they're going to wake up, and it's going to be great because they have the Ace of Wands, that is new vitality. So definitely, the guys also are very energetic. They're very passionate. They probably are great dancers. They have great music, very uplifting music, very passionate, very masculine, very boyish, so yeah, use them. Please don't have the boys just feeling so sad in here, so lost. Like, why? And we have the Queen of Wands, so very passionate energy. Probably they also could have like a manager or a CEO, or someone that could be a woman that could sort of be the one that also matches their energy and brings them this very creative and very strong, activities, very impulsive and passionate vibe, because they are so young. They need this. It's like, don't give them sad songs to sing about. They give them just very, proactive. They are so young and they have the energy. So please invest in these guys. But yeah, I can see that. And also they are really, their dynamic, the group is really good. It's just that put money in there, put money in their MVs, put money, make them look good, but definitely they, in the present, I see them a bit like dismotivated. Like, they are not that motivated. They're like, okay. They are trying to stay motivated and try to stay optimistic, but they feel very sad about certain things.
I believe they have members from Loud and Fun, from Loud and Fans have been waiting for years for them to debut. Yeah, it feels. Oh, my eyes hurt. It feels very like I don't know what they wanted to do, but they didn't have like a very stable vision about the group. They just launched them and they wanted to put them in the pile of groups that they already have, something like this, to be like, oh, look how many groups we have debuted. They wanted to throw them in that group, like, okay, you guys get to know the others. And it was like, where is the initiative? Where is like the purpose of this group? Where is, give them the spotlight, give them the possibility to show themselves, to promote themselves better. Like, stop throwing them in the pile of groups that you own and that you don't take care. Lau was a survival show between JYP and Nation. Okay. I understand. Thank you. Okay. I'm going to continue with the last one and then I'm going to go because I have to go, guys. This group is X-In or X-Sin, InSyn. I think that someone said that it is pronounced InSyn or Sin. Well, X-In. X-In, this girl group. Let's see about them in 2025. X-In. Yeah, they need a makeover. That group needs to rebuild. We have the tower, so they need to destroy certain strategies and start all over. But they have a lot of major arcanas. Today, the major arcanas were on fire, guys, for the readings. Because, well, for them, we have the Knight of Wands. We have the Hierophant, the Strength card in the middle. So they're hanging in there. They're so optimistic. I love them. The Hangman, and we have the Nine of Pentacles. They're holding these girls back because the talent is there, but they're holding them back. We have the Tower as the card of the other deck, and we have the Three of Cups. So yeah, definitely the girls, I think that the girls have to rely a lot on themselves and probably also build communities with maybe with other girl groups or trying to be friends with other girl groups and share experiences. Because I see them just very lonely, very lonely. I think that I see a manager or I see a CEO, someone that comes and goes, represented by this Knight of Wands and the Hierophant. So they do have someone that is in charge of them and is trying to get them deals and opportunities. And probably this person travels a lot, like moving from country to country to see if they can get the girls to, show up in different, maybe different places or different shows. But honestly, there's no foundation here. I think that maybe this person also, if this is like the CEO of this company, this person is like the company. I think that the company, maybe the building doesn't even exist, and it's something that he, it's like he has. It's like he embodies the institution, I would say, because definitely I see that he is going places, trying to do something for the group or talk about the group with other people, trying to close deals, but it's still very, very unofficial. I don't think that they have the base or the foundations yet. But in the middle, we have the strength card. So I see that the girls are so patient also. They're trying this year to not go crazy, maybe be patient, waiting. Maybe this guy can come up with some news, of getting certain deals for them. So I see that there's someone that is running around, going here and there, trying to get something for the girl. So it's not that no one cares about her, but it feels very
it feels very new, or it feels very unofficial. I would say it's like too much for one person to do this kind of deals like this. Just having to go here and then there, and it just feels like, I don't know if he doesn't have staff, if he doesn't have that much people, so he has to go himself. But the girls are optimistic. The girls, they maybe it's because it's not maybe it's because I believe that this is the dream. This is what they sign up for. So I don't see them going somewhere. I think that they're going to wait for a better opportunity, or they're going to wait and hang in there and maybe make the most of the opportunities that they have or that can come up this year. We have the Handman and the Nine of Pentacles. So it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. There's going to be a lot of interruptions, a lot of pauses. Them probably, I don't see hiatus, but I think that maybe because of lack of resources, or lack of financial stability, they're going to have to postpone certain opportunities, or they are not going to have the permission to do certain movements or to do certain deals, because I think that is one of them. I don't know if one of them cannot travel, or there's something about money, or there's something about maybe the passport or something like this that is like, no, you cannot go. So if this person cannot go, the others cannot go as well. So they will have to be very patient this year. It's very unstable. It's very unstable. It's like they can advance a little, but then they also, they can, go back to feeling stuck again. But definitely, yeah, with the card of the Tower rebuild, they need a makeover. And this is not about the girls having a makeover. I think that they need to start over with another strategy for this group. Like this is not advancing. It's not advancing. It doesn't look that professional. Maybe there's certain people that do trust the group, but then there's others that are like, I don't know who they are, or I don't know if this is reliable. Maybe there's also about the CEO or this person that is running around here, that they don't trust this person. So it's sort of affecting the girls. But yeah, the Three of Cups is I think that they have great chemistry. The girls, I think that they are the hope. They are as long as they're together, they're going to make it. They have a good, I think that they really care for each other. Maybe they are fixated on doing this together, on remaining as a group, but they have to change. With the Tower, something has to change. Something has to be rebuilt. They have to rebuild. They have to start all over, because what has been built is so unstable, or is hanging by a thread, I would say, and it's not letting them advance the way they would want to. And I think that this is all, and also with all this with all these major arcanas, it's not about situations or people influencing this. I think that is bigger. I don't know if maybe because there needs to be a serious conversation about, like, okay, why did you make this group? What is the purpose of this group? Maybe the purpose was too ambitious, or maybe it was too grandiose, or there's something that it was like too aspirational. But what is, like, please, let's ground us. Let's make a better plan, because like this is like, yeah, it's amazing. There's great energy. There's like, the girls are very hardworking, but I don't see it materializing. I think that every time they want to maybe get a deal, something happens. So they have to start all over. There has to be a better planning. And I don't know, with with the major arcanas. There's something about them. I don't know if it on the internet or when it comes to pictures and videos, the girls look like the. It seems like I'm looking at avatars. You know, when you think about their concept or maybe what they show you on camera, their abilities and everything is so amazing, but it's like, yeah, but then we never hear of them when it comes to them showing up in real time. It's like, yeah, the videos are amazing or the promos are amazing, but where are they? You know, so yeah. Mm. Okay, guys, I'm going to go. I have to go and feed my cat. I have to go and feed myself. So, yeah. This was all for today, and I will try on Wednesday if I do the live stream to incorporate. I will write it down on the community post, so you know we can start this segment this live stream that I want to do, that is going to be dedicated more to mental health, to counseling, with a bit of tarot, and also to talk about certain K-pop you know, situations or experiences that we can, you know, expand with a bit of, you know, self-awareness, and also, you know, bringing a bit of the tarot if we can. So, you know, if you have certain, I'm going to put my email in it. So if you want to remain anonymous, you can send me an email about, you know, any specific subject that goes on in K-pop and you want to go deeper on it. So, you know, we can get some tools or some insights for to survive certain things as a community or as fans ourselves. But yeah, if the people are okay with just sharing, you know, what they want to ask, they can put it in the comment section. But yeah, also have in mind that I will go through all the questions and I will choose very few, first of all, because I cannot have a live stream, you know, of like, okay, I'm going to answer 20 questions. No, I will pick 7. And it has to be a subject that can resonate with it, not with everyone, but it has to be expansive. It cannot be like, oh, you know, can we talk about how this idol did this, and you know, and I think I feel a certain way about this idol or this group. No, this is not going to be a you know, a space for like, oh, unpopular K-pop opinions. Like, no, this is not about like, oh, I think that this group sucks. No, it's going to be much more in a more general, empathic, and, you know, comprehensive way. So we as a community, we can all get some tools, some insights, some, you know, learning how to regulate ourselves in a community where, you know, there's a lot going on. Sometimes there's some issues, but yeah, let's see what we can do about it, you know. And of course, we all can interact, but always be respectful, of course. So yeah, guys, this is all I have for today. Thank you for joining, and yeah, I'll see you on Wednesday. Bye.